Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Welcome, and welcome. Now, today we are still doing our series on Look at What Wilberforce Did. But I don't have on a Wilberforce shirt today, but shout out to one of our lovely 42 graphics. It's the HBCU for me, and it has all of the HBCUs listed. So, every Friday is HBCU gear day for me. But today, I have a couple of announcements, but we have an exciting show for you today. But before I have to let you know what we have going on. Now, if you are in the area, please check out this. Now, hopefully I pushed the right button because I'm still looking for an intern. Imagine that, I did. Now, we do have our HBCU family night that will be at the Wonder Chamber. So if you're not doing anything on this Sunday, please make sure you stop by. And even if you missed it, just in case the show airs after that, we still will take your donation because we're trying to help one of our local daycares. They have a daughter at Morgan State, and they also support us heavily. And so we want to make sure those scholars have a wonderful Christmas. Now, people have asked this question, so I am definitely going to let you know. I do come out for a fee and do workshops, and look at that. You can get me to come do a workshop on HBCUs, get me to do a workshop on how to motivate your scholar to want to go to an HBCU, or just come out and motivate your scholars to want to be successful. So you asked, and so we delivered. Now, one last announcement before we get our guest on here, because I know I will get wrapped up in talking to them because they are truly amazing. But I got to give a shout out to one of our FAMU scholars. Now, Miss Anaya, she was in this year's Takesha A. Davis Scholarship, well, I guess you would say last year, scholarship contest, and she has been doing some amazing things. So congratulations to you, Miss Anaya at FAMU. And if you want to know about some more of our scholars, check out our newsletter, because in our newsletter, we celebrate ours. Now, we are still taking donations, but let me back it up a little bit. Thank you to everyone who donated on Giving Tuesday. Please know that any donation that you give to A Better Chance for You Futures Incorporated, it is totally tax deductible because we are a 501c3 public charity. So anything you donate to us, it actually goes back to you. So I said all our church announcements. Kind of sound like a church announcement. People get up there and they talk, and just saying. But anywho, I am about to bring on our guest after this commercial. Now, I will tell you, last time we had a show, probably the show before the last, and I had my best friend on here, and they are actually the two ladies that inspired me to actually call Jamie and have her on here, because people hear me talk about Jamie all the time, but they motivated me to call my friend. And sometimes I'm not the greatest at keeping in touch with my friends, but if you're one of my friends and I haven't talked to you, this is my hello for you today. But I hope you're inspired by our guest today, who will be joining me right after this.
Are you interested in attending an historically Black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically Black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically Black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Welcome back. Welcome back. So welcome, ladies, to the show. I bragged about you a little bit, but before we get started, tell us who you are.
Shots. Okay. I'm Rashaki Furness. I currently reside in Durham, North Carolina, but I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? And I am a class of 1997 graduate of Wilberforce University.
And I'm Natasha Lee, a 1998 graduate of Wilberforce University. I currently reside just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, but I'm also originally from Detroit, Michigan. Whoop, whoop.
I like the, she almost made me go back to when I was there. I'm like, yeah, all the kids did say, what up, though?
What up, though?
I had to give you a little bit of Detroit, you know what I'm saying?
Flavor.
No problem there. I kind of miss Coney Island. I had it for breakfast every day when I was in there. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm a foodie, so we won't go there because I can go down the list of restaurants that I miss.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to trigger that, but like, Coney Island was either free entertainment or breakfast on the way to work. So.
Or both sometimes.
Both at the same time. Happy's pizza too. But anywho, okay, let me focus. So you both are from Detroit, Michigan. And
Yes.
Did y'all both end up at Wilberforce like a collaboration thing?
So
That's a really funny story.
So Tasha and I have been best friends since elementary school, and I will let her tell the story of how we became friends because she tells it so eloquently and a tad bit biasedly. And I'll even say a little.
It's not biased, boo.
I'll let her tell that story. But as far as Wilberforce, interestingly enough, no, we did not actually know that one another were applying to Wilberforce because we did not go to the same high school.
Oh.
I am a graduate of Renaissance High School in Detroit.
The second best high school in Detroit.
Oh my. Mm-hmm. Shots fired. Okay.
I'm a graduate of Cass Tech. So although we were, obviously always like together and stuff, hung out and everything, but weirdly enough, we didn't talk about what schools we were applying to until we did our FAFSA. And there's a funny story behind that too. But I'll let Tasha share the story of how we met.
So we met in, like she said, in elementary school. It was the beginning of our 5th grade year. And her elementary school was closing, like they were consolidating schools in one particular neighborhood. So her school was closing. So all of the students, or most of the students, were coming to my school, McDowell. Shout out to McDowell Elementary School. And I had been there since we had just moved into the neighborhood. So I had only been there a year prior. Wasn't having the best experience, had been bullied. And so I'm on the playground one day, just kind of bored by myself because I didn't have any friends. And I think somebody had just finished picking on her. And she was kind of like off in the corner by herself, kind of playing with dirt or something. And here I come, save the day. I was like, I'll be your friend. And like literally we have been friends ever since.
That's so sweet though.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
So she's not a friend, she's family.
Yeah.
Kind of like sisters that long, that's
she's family.
That's a strong family bond.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll share how when we realized that we were applying we both had applied to Wilberforce. We were filling out our FAFSA. Well, we filled out our FAFSA. And it was after one of those days, Tasha came over and she's like, oh yeah, she's like bragging almost, I believe.
No.
I finished my FAFSA, and I don't know if you recall this, Monique, but you were supposed to fill it out in pen.
Yeah.
Either
a certain color.
Blue or black.
Right.
It's
whatever
document. It's well.
Yeah, because you had to do the bubble. Whatever it was, follow directions.
Opposite. I didn't read the directions.
She did not read the directions, and it was hilarious because she's showing it to me. We're like, kind of, now we are starting to compare notes and everything. And I was like, Sissy, this isn't like the way you're supposed to fit. And she did this, like we joke about all the time, because she did this like falling out on the floor.
Oh my God.
But that was the story of our lives. Like, always doing stuff backwards and laughing about it. Like, yeah. Like our lives were like
hey, life's too short. You gotta laugh. I mean, I laugh at a lot of stuff. Sometimes people like, what is wrong with her? But sometimes I have stuff in my head, and because you two have a sister relationship, so I'm quite sure y'all can look at each other and just bust out laughing. Y'all know what y'all talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, y'all get it. That's why I said y'all motivated me to call my bestie. I even apologized. I was like, girl, I ain't talked to you in a long time. I'm so sorry. Y'all, I felt convicted after talking to you. So, I mean, you two went to Wilberforce. Were y'all ever roommates? See, every time I ask a question, y'all just start giggling. I don't know.
So, Monique, our first semester freshman year, we were not. We let the system pick our roommates.
Oh, Lord.
And then second semester, we were like, we need to be roommates. I'm always in your room. This needs to happen. Because at that time, second semester, you were allowed to switch. And so I remember calling my mother from the payphone in the hallway. And I was like, we're going to be roommates. And she's like, ooh. I think that's she was like, and God bless my mother. She wasn't the type to tell you it's a bad idea, but she was like, I don't know, like that will, and she wasn't wrong, but it will challenge your relationship because you're in such close proximity all the time, and you have different habits that you probably haven't noticed or aren't aware of, and
sure enough,
absolutely right.
It only lasted that semester.
Oh my God!
And it barely lasted that semester.
It barely lasted that semester.
As close as y'all. Well,
yeah, I mean, but think about it. You're like 18, and you're just figuring out yourself. And I'm about to put you on blast. She had a boyfriend. I didn't. I got to share my room with her and a boyfriend. Yeah, it was a lot.
And I was, to her point, I was young and maybe not the most considerate at that time or thoughtful,
So you weren't considerate at all. But I mean, that's old stuff. It's old stuff. Okay. And to be fair, the other thing, you're a neat freak. I'm not so much. Yeah. You're very type A. I'm not. So those kind of things you don't think about when you choose a roommate. You just don't know any better. I don't regret it because it was fun, but at that time, it was challenging. Yes. I couldn't get in my room. Like, I just ate breakfast. I need to lay down. I can't get in the room. I mean, it was all
so politically. She's being so kind with the way she's saying it. Yeah.
No. You should have just ate breakfast. Get in my room. That's a lot. That means you was doing a whole lot. Okay. Well,
no, he was just in the room.
Yeah, she said filled with the Holy Ghost. It don't matter what that was, but I mean, remember, breakfast is like noon in college. Yeah. So yeah, that's taking hours had started. It was all the things, but I need a nap because I just ate.
Yeah, that's true. I remember because the cast.
That's how we got them freshman 15s.
Yeah, you're right. That was.
Yeah, but it's
so. Would you recommend? Because I deal with a lot of friends, like I deal with a lot of young people, and I talk to a lot of young people about, most of them either they're dating somebody when we going to the same school, we gonna still love each other. I'm like, yeah, right. Or they're best friends like you two, and they're like, we're gonna be roommates, we're gonna do everything together. Would you suggest they do it?
That's a great question, and I say no. Yes to. It was truly a blessing going to school together. That was a blessing. Because no matter what, like there were a lot of personal challenges that we both faced, you know, while we were in school, and knowing that she was there was everything. And I would hope to say vice versa. My bestie, we lost Mama Roz, her mom, while she was in school. And you know, we, in spite of, you know, going through our ebbs and flows, we were still there for each other, you know, during those difficult times. So going to school together, yes, but I would say the rooming together and all of that, no, but not probably for the reasons we think. We are joking about the, you know, the challenges, but I always say, like, my sissy blossomed at Wilberforce. Tasha was not like a real, like, go out person or very social. That's the best way to put it. She wasn't super social. In school, we had our clique of friends, but she just wasn't, you know, like super outgoing. And she did it all at Wilberforce, and she just truly blossomed. And so I don't know that she would have done that had we been attached at the hip and
like we had been.
Still navigating life together the way we were. It gave us both the opportunity to figure out who we are, you know.
Oh, that's so sweet. I don't think
that was why I said no. I wouldn't make that your goal that you got to go together, because you do have to figure. I have to know me outside of Rashaki, because at some point in the beginning, people used to say our name together, like they went together, like peanut butter and jelly. They said our name.
Yeah.
So then people don't get to know each of us individually, and they group us together, and we're totally different people. And because, like you said, I'm more of an introvert, especially at that time. Like I wouldn't have been able to like figure those things out, because I'm like, no, I got to be with her. I got to do what she's doing. And that's usually what I had fallen into, that pattern. I did whatever you did. I was like, I just follow what she's doing, kind of thing.
But that was not the case in Wilberforce, okay?
No.
She did all the things, and I worked and went to class.
Yeah, you did what you're supposed to do.
Oh, okay. Well,
I have some regrets. I do. I wish I was more social in college.
You wasn't social in school at all?
No, I wouldn't say at all, but it was literally like I was a first generation.
Okay.
And so, you know, I had to work. I have a relationship with my father now, but at the time I did not. And it was all on my mom. So, you know, I worked, I went to class because I had to get out in 4 years. And I typically was booed up. So that was all my time, really, you know.
Got it. She was like, I was okay. Sorry. I mean, I was mostly across the street. Some people thought it's because, you know, but honestly, most of my cousins and people I went to high school with was at Central State, so I was over there. But you know, my parents.
Breezeway?
I'm sorry.
Hanging out in the breezeway?
Oh yeah, every day. Every day, like that was like my schedule.
I'm surprised Tasha hasn't teased me and mentioned that
it was coming.
Oh, okay.
You was in the breezeway, or you just didn't go?
No, she didn't go. You hadn't visited the camp. My son is a proud Central State. Well, I don't want to say a proud graduate. I'm proud he graduated, but went to Central State. But that was her first time visiting the campus when he was a student there, and I was.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Never went over there.
That was like 4 years ago.
At all? Oh, Lord.
Never went over there while the entire 4 years I was in school.
Oh my goodness. No judgment, but hey, allegedly, I say allegedly because I don't want it to come back and bite me one day. Allegedly, I you know,
that's
was
good.
Able to eat in their cafeteria. Allegedly, I don't, you know.
I ain't do all that.
But you all have fun. You had fun. I'm not saying I didn't, but
we all had our. I think you had just a different experience of fun, like you did off yard and you know. So it was,
you was doing that. You was okay. So I just have to ask: did you all stay in? So y'all stayed in the like Askew, Jackson, Timken, and other places, or y'all just stayed in the 2 and then moved off campus?
I stayed in Askew, Jackson, Timken, and then I moved. When my mother passed, I moved off campus. But then I really was on campus because I would sleep on the floor in my Sands room in Timken for like a whole year.
And it was Askew, right? That was the all girl one.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
one.
I was in Askew the first year, and then I was off campus. I was a little bougie.
A little.
Good and bougie. She was like, I was off.
Yeah.
Not even coming back.
And you know, just not to veer us off too much, but that was another learning. So I did have a space off campus, but nobody talks about how you got to go back and forth. And if you need a nap, there's no nap time because now you don't have a room on campus. So you in the library or you hanging out in somebody's room. There are some inconveniences you experience at Wilberforce anyway, because off yard wasn't next door. You had to drive kind of thing. So that's why I was
down 42. But
yeah,
I did that my last year because I was like, all my friends left, like literally. Like,
yeah.
My best friend transferred to FAMU because not taking a shot at Wilberforce, but back then they didn't really have things for the type of music major she wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was so mad at her when she left because I was like, I don't have nobody to talk to, my secret keeper here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard. And then my other friend, she left. She, went back home and started living her life and never came back to school. And I was like, golly. So I hate when they say that speech because it'd be so real the first day of school. Look to your right, look to your left.
Yeah.
And I was like,
right.
It really happened to me. So that's why I'm amazed that y'all two were there for each other the way that you were.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you all like major in while you was there? Did y'all have the same major?
Mm-mm. No.
You're like,
and we're both finally back in. I mean, I guess we've both always kind of been in major adjacent roles, but we're both now finally kind of like, aligned with where we started. So my major was biology.
Oh, wow.
And mine was accounting.
Oh, so you had Mr. Deering.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry.
I
didn't have him, but
I almost didn't graduate.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You heard the stories.
I didn't have him, but people like upperclassmen that did, I always knew when they
was like 40 years worth of people that knew Mr. Deering.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I met a lady when I had graduated at the bank and she was like, oh, you went to Wilberforce? And I was like, yeah, I'm a business major. She said, did you have Mr. Deering? Yes. I had Mr. Deering. Everybody had Mr. Deering.
That's a legacy though, right?
Yeah. I mean, one thing for certain, two things for sure. He put us through, like we didn't buy a textbook for his class. He created the textbook.
Oh, wow.
Like he didn't play. So it was rigor. He challenged us, all good things. But as a 19, 20-year-old, you're like, bro, I just want to graduate.
Yeah.
And he was like Bueller. That's how he talked, like the guy from
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, very monotone.
Oh my God.
Wow. That I can say that about every faculty member that I can remember, at Wilberforce. That was the special sauce for sure of Wilberforce University. That the instructors wanted all of us to win. Mm-hmm. And this, Monique, we say Woo Fam because it really is a family feeling on that campus.
It is.
And it still resonates.
Yeah.
It still resonates.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely does. And I'm glad you said Woo Fam because I could be anywhere, literally. Because when I travel and I go speak in places, and I always wear HBCU something because it might help you get your seat upgraded sometimes. But I'm just saying. And I will never forget. I was in the airport and I just heard somebody, "You should have been a bulldog." I was like, "Oh, You went there for real, you know.
Yeah.
Like we forgot we was in the whole airport. We was up there doing the whole cheer, you know.
Yes.
You know,
It's
so
the cheer, you sing the alma mater, one of the two. You gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that part I will say is maybe not unique to Wilberforce, but it's definitely unique to HBCUs. You know, when you think about our former VP, you know, and they all the HBCUs have, you know, some call or motto or
So I truly have to ask this, and we probably take a short commercial break. But before we go to commercial, if it's that one professor that you could be like, he or she prepared me for everything that's going on in life.
I know for sure. Julie Moore, she was my principal accounting professor, and not even related to accounting, but some advice she gave us was that you're going to be invited to a lot of, business functions. Some of them will take place in restaurants and bars, and she would always say, don't drink. You have your glass and you just sip off that one glass, but don't get drunk in front of those people. And she's never lied, because when in some of those business settings where, they take us to a restaurant, or you have this Christmas, oh my God, I've seen so many things at holiday parties, but you see things happen. And I always remember what she said, like, don't do what they do. Yeah.
That's a good one.
And the funny part is most of our professors were not African-American, and she was not. But she still knew the challenges we would face, and set us up to, like, you just don't do what they do.
Setting you up to win. Just wanted you to win.
Yep,
that's good.
Mine's would be Dr. Egbula. He was my advisor, and I just remember again, going through some hardships. I had a breast cancer. Surprisingly, even in school, I had a breast cancer scare, and I was out for a while and wasn't wise enough at that time to know to say, beforehand, like, hey, I'm going to be out, but when I came back, I remember having a conversation like, well, the reason I was out is because of this, and him just being like, oh, well, your grades are fine. This is what you need to do to make up for what you did when you weren't here, as well as the emotional support. Like, wow, I would never even know you were going through that. He was someone I could actually talk to, not just about schoolwork, but about just being young and on a college campus and away from home.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And that's, you a survivor. You dealing with that while you in school. I dealt with a lot too. Just being really transparent. My freshman year, you probably heard me talk about this. I don't know if you all have watched previous shows, but that's when I found out my sister had AIDS. And we were on tour in New York, and I think it was Manasseh, Michelle Allen, like the upperclassmen, kind of was just like, what you gonna do? But yeah, it's you learn who your real friends are when you go through things while you're in school. I'm glad you two had each other. I thought I didn't have people, but now I look back at it, I'm like, dang, I had a whole choir. I had to try it. So thank y'all for sharing that. Now we're gonna take a short commercial break, and then we come back. I gotta ask some questions because y'all kind of like ran over stuff, and y'all know I do research because I'm always nosy like that. She said, what's she gonna ask? So, yeah, y'all ran over a couple of things in y'all explanations, but I'm gonna get it out of you when we come back. It's not bad though, but I just need to know.
I didn't do it if it was my twin.
Right after this. two of the coolest people that I have had on here, because they actually, shared their whole story, how they met. Wilberforce bonds are the best. I don't care what anybody say. They are.
Fact.
That's fact. Like my bestie and I, we almost fell out. True story. We almost fell out.
We did.
Right. We actually did.
Remember that boyfriend I told you about? Yeah, we fell out.
Oh, okay.
I told you we family.
Hey, every friendship has its test. Like we almost fell out because I was walking back. We was walking back from Central State. We escaped the snowball fight. And she didn't be the friend to tell me, dude, stop talking. We need to go hide. And they, my glasses got covered in snow and I fell. It was bad. And I didn't talk to her for like 2 weeks. She had to go to the cab by herself.
Oh. Ooh, by yourself. That's tragic. You went to the calf without me?
Yeah.
My calf crew was important.
It was.
We were not friends for I was so
that's fighting words. You went to the calf already?
But those snowballs were fighting words too, because that snow gets hard.
Listen.
And they had nobody's name on it. Like they didn't care. You could have been a teacher. They gonna hit you.
They don't care. They got to take you out. And they gonna say, don't chase me. I don't like that.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
Like, I wasn't ready. So yeah, but we friends now. But yeah, I was mad at her. Like don't talk to me. She came to the door. You want this? No, I don't even want you to talk to me. Matter of fact, you can't even come to my room this week. Like I was mad. But you said y'all fell out. Rashaki, why you laughing? My glasses was in the snow. They was like,
I apologize, but I do have a visual, and it is quite hilarious. Sorry.
I mean, it's funny now, but like they was like this girl. They was like sitting in the snow, looking at me fall.
And I know glasses. I know glasses are not cheap.
No,
never have been.
I'm like, dude, you could have told me, you could have warned me something. But yeah, it's okay. We friends. We made up.
You worked through it.
Yeah,
it was hot. It was hot. But I'm sad because you said y'all two fell out. Now that's impossible.
But you know what? You said it though. Like I believe that, and I'm not like wishing challenges on relationships, but any relationship at work, your romantic relationships, like conflict resolution. Like she was my first teacher.
And we weren't that good at it back then.
Not back then. Yeah, that is very true.
Well, I'm glad that y'all were able to work through it, and actually people watching this, because I have a lot. When I say I have a lot of young people, young men and young ladies. Oh, that's gonna be my homie. We going to school. We gonna do everything together. That's gonna be my roommate. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but we have some homies that fell off that we went to middle school and high school with or adjacent, because Tasha didn't go to the same high school as most of the rest of us. But we don't communicate with them anymore. But a few of them are still around. But Tasha and our friendship, our sisterhood has stood the test of time. And I have to give a shout out to my off-campus roommate before I lived by myself off campus. But Melissa, I think it was Green then. Okay, thank you, Tasha. She's been Crumbie now for a very long time. But but yeah, she got married not long after we graduated. So so that's why it's kind of hard to remember what her maiden name was. But yeah, have to give a shout out to her because she's been a close friend ever since Wilberforce as well. And you've had my now husband on the show as well. Did not date him at Wilberforce, but but yeah, I definitely have some connections still. And there's a lot of others, but Tasha, Keon, and Melissa are my kind of ride or diers. But I've reconnected with a lot of folks that are in the area, alumni that are in the area now, because I'm a part of the alumni association here. So through that, made us, rekindled a lot of old good relationships. Pinda and Monica and Badgett and it's so many people. But
Pinda's
Tasha
like
and Melissa stood the test of time.
Yeah.
And see, you said Pinda is like my big sister because her and my sister, my deceased sister, went to high school together.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, and
That's deep.
Yeah.
my mom was Pinda's mentor. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah, Pinda, that's our boo.
Mhm.
That's my sweetheart. She's
Yes.
a sweetheart.
Who don't love Pinda?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're
If
wrong.
you don't like Pinda, I'm looking at you. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Mhm.
Oh, that is so sweet. Now you danced over it when you answered the question, Natasha. You like, you said you slept on your Sands floor.
Yes, because my Sands were roommates.
Okay. What organization? I'm just asking.
Oh, I am a proud member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I was inducted into the Gamma Epsilon chapter at Wilberforce University, spring 1996. Because I mentioned, I lived off campus, but they are on campus, so all the fun is where they are. So this is how. Listen, I always tell people, on a serious note, of my experience at Wilberforce was very God ordained. Like nobody I knew had gone to Wilberforce that I knew at the time. I found out I had a distant cousin that had gone there, but nobody had gone there. My whole family had gone to college in Alabama, and that just wasn't me. And Wilberforce found me, and that was the only school I applied to. So at one point it was because I was off yard and they were on yard, and so I'd go in their room and take a nap kind of thing. Then I couldn't afford the apartment anymore, so then I didn't want the room that they gave me on campus, so I just slept on the floor for the whole school year. Wow. And people just knew it. Like I had a room in what was the boys' dorm?
The co-ed. That was a fun year.
What was it?
Valentine? No.
Valentine. I don't know where they put me. Sora Hughes put me somewhere, and I didn't want to stay there. So I had technically a room there, but I just slept on their floor the whole semester.
I didn't even know that. That's my first time hearing that story.
I think it was my senior year.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now that's survival.
But you know what? Back then I didn't think anything of it. I had my little pallet literally a pallet on the floor. And when I left to get up for class, I would roll my pallet up, stick it in the closet, and it all was well in the world. We three of us in that little room.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Timken wasn't. You said. Wait a minute. You said in a co-ed or Timken?
Timken is where I was on the floor. The room that they assigned me, I think it was Wright Hall. I don't remember.
Right. Yeah, Wright Hall. It was on the other side.
Oh, Valentine. I wasn't staying there. Wherever it was, I wasn't gonna stay there.
She said, "I ain't yelling flushing. Not today."
Y'all not gonna give me a room here. Well, I'm gonna make a room here. So that's how that happened.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I was today years old when I learned that.
And I am not mad at you.
School year, not semester. The whole school.
I get it though. I actually do.
That's a soul survivor right there, man.
It was good times.
I bet, because Timken used to be lit.
Timken was jumping. We would have some of them parties we threw, and Timken was legendary.
Yeah, I've heard
legendary.
I wasn't there.
Zeta punch out the garbage can.
I'm gonna say allegedly because I got kids that think I didn't do anything ever.
Oh, I didn't. There was only juice. You heard me say punch. It was punch.
Hey, no judgment. Allegedly, I did. I may have been to one of those Timken parties. A couple of them.
Listen,
Alpha Cabaret too. Allegedly, but
we went. Me and Shockey went to Alpha Cabaret our freshman year. But we went the wrong direction for like an hour because I was trying to drive without my glasses on. And that's when I was like, "Oh, you got to put your glasses on."
You telling us?
When I got there, remember when I got there, Shockey? I ended up stepping in a bucket.
Yep.
Because I ain't have my glasses on.
Because she didn't have her glasses on. Trying to be cute.
Trying to be cute. Maybe we got to listen. Wilberforce, listen. Best years of my life. Hands down.
I definitely wouldn't trade it for the world. Because I like you, Wilberforce was just one of them like saving graces for me because my mom was books or boots and dad books or boots. And I don't follow directions already. So me being in the military just wouldn't work. And then I tried to do a little bit at Wilberforce and I just had to follow the line.
We were blessed also that we were really, I mean, not to like toot our own horns, but we were really smart kids. So we were like in honors programs. We went to the best high schools in Detroit.
Yeah. You went to one that's hard to get into. So
you actually have to test to get into the high school.
Yeah. So we knew, I think, oddly enough, though, I think we wanted the same things out of school. We wanted the smaller environment. I went to my high school graduating class had like 600 kids in the graduating class. I needed to be a big fish in a small pond.
And I just I like the history of Wilberforce. I actually had an academic scholarship to Michigan State, but I was an only child. And I was like, I am not going that close so my mom can pop up on me and but at the same time I didn't want to go so far where I couldn't go home when I wanted to.
And like I oddly enough, I was a practical thinker even then because I knew we didn't have a lot of money. I couldn't afford to go to my mom had gone to Tuskegee. I couldn't afford to go to Tuskegee and then be home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I thought about all those things. So young people who are listening to this, think about all those things that you are pulling on the resources of your family when you go away to school. You don't just go away to school and then the money is just sitting just aside for you.
That's true.
It's still coming out of that pot. So I thought about all those things. And Wilberforce was just like a perfect fit. We could still drive there. We were far, but not close. It all worked out. And then, not to bring down the mood, but when the thing happened with my mom, it was very unexpected. In the middle of the night, I will never forget this. It happened, and the word spread around campus and somebody was like, I'll drive you. I had a car, but obviously I couldn't drive and he drove me home. Like people just packed in my car and drove me home. So,
that's that fun. I mean, it's a serious, like I haven't been back since we had like a choir reunion a while back. And then I went back for my parents got their golden diplomas this year. So
that's beautiful.
I'll tell you, my mom, and I know she watching. I'll deal with her later when I tell this story. But she went to the alumni conference. Like, I think they had it in Dayton or Cincinnati one year. And my mom was like, we just gonna be in and out. We're going to get whatever they're going to give you, a certificate, and we're going to leave. She went in there. She met with some of them people that graduated the year she did. I'm looking at them like, Mom, you said we in and out. Dude, So, yeah, it's definitely one of those things. And then she was like, yeah, this is Monique. And then one lady was like, little Monique. I'm like, lady, I'm like 48 years old.
I'm grown.
But it's just, that type of bond. So,
but I think that was a word, Tasha, you shared for the young generation preparing to go to college to consider those things. That's wisdom.
That's important because I have a lot of young people right now that are in their second year at Howard, and most people know Howard. That housing is kind of unique. So you got to plan for that also. So that's important. But
when I was looking at I found Wilberforce at a college fair. Then you would get the pamphlets for the different schools, and Howard was on my list. I only consider HBCUs number one. But when I looked at the stats for all of the schools, I couldn't even relate to the kids that went to Howard. They were like only 20% were on financial aid. Whereas 95% of the students at Wilberforce were on financial aid. Ding, because I knew what I was coming from. We didn't have a ton of money. Honestly, and I'm telling you, God ordained, because I didn't think about who's going to pay for this. You fill out that form, I'm like, magically money shows up and you have money to go to college. None of those things had I considered, that you need money when you go to school. You got to buy books, and every semester books were like $600, and then you need money to wash your clothes, and then you want all those things cost money.
I will say, I will add this though, with the caveat of, the scholarship that I had. I did not have a full ride at Wilberforce, so I do have some debt, but I have no regrets attached to that debt.
Oh, not at all. Oh, no, shout out to UDF in Xenia, Ohio, because that helped pay my.
I worked there for 3 days.
I worked at UDF. I worked at a bingo hall in Dayton. I worked in the cafeteria. Like, I did what I had to do to make
money.
Yeah.
It was the mall for me.
Yeah.
Victoria's
Secret. Yeah, you was fancy.
She already said, oh no, after the first year I had my, no, she already named that for her.
I was up in there making milkshakes. Oh, I
hated it. UDF was fun though.
I hated them milkshakes.
I worked there till the refund checks came out. That's when I stopped working.
No, I was grinding the whole school year. And mix in a little Zeta activity. It's not a good combination.
No, you was on fumes. You my hero, because ain't no way.
Right, but she did it.
Yeah.
There's no way. That's a busy schedule. Very busy schedule. So no, I'm happy that you all took this time to sit with me. We got one more commercial break, and then when you come back, we're gonna do like a final thought thing of something that you feel you want people to take away from this episode, kind of like a lesson. Y'all done taught me a lot.
Celebrate the excellence of HBCUs with the HBCU Trivia Game. This board game provides an exciting and educational way to learn about notable alumni, historical events, sports news, and more. This trivia game is sure to be a hit and perfect for college-bound youth, alumni, and the entire family. Don't miss out on this opportunity to support, educate, and entertain Get the HBCU Trivia Game today. Go to hbcutriviagame.net to order.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I have truly enjoyed today's show, talking to these wonderful young ladies here, talking about their friendship, life, because on campus, life does life, regardless of, can't plan for stuff. It just happens. And I thank you for being really transparent and just going all in and letting us know. But what would be your final thought, for anybody watching today or listening on any of our platforms?
We've spoken a lot about some of the challenges, some of the uniqueness of the family that you've built when you're in school. And if we're, honest, what that character building, making it through those challenges and being successful, graduating from college, that resiliency carries. And it is important when you enter the job market. I mentioned earlier that, Tasha and I are both now working in our fields. Ironically enough, she's in medical devices. I'm in the healthcare industry as well. I am a project manager at a healthcare industry, a senior project manager in our oncology business unit. And I must say that obviously the knowledge that I gained at Wilberforce from my degree, but also the experience of being on Wilberforce's campus is what truly, formed who I am and how I show up in the professional world. So I would just say, we hear trust the process. Don't just trust it, embrace it.
Wow.
I guess you have to go in with a mindset. One, do your research. And I think if you take anything away from this, that we organically ended up at Wilberforce together because we ended up doing our own research and went there for a very different or some similar reasons, but we didn't talk about it. We didn't, share what that was. But do your research, find what's a good fit for you. Don't worry about where your friends are going. And then you have to build or have a mindset to not give up, because things will come at you that you could never. There are things that I would have never planned that would have challenged me to just give up and go back home. But I knew that the end goal was to graduate from Wilberforce University. And so if that is your desire, don't give up. Push through all of the obstacles. That sets you up for life, because life will life. Isn't that what the young people say? Life be life, and life is gonna life. So you have to build up the DNA to push through, have a support system, be prayed up, that God will cover and protect you as long as you seek him. But yeah, you just got to have it in your mind. Like quitting is just not an option. If I'm starting it, I'm going to finish it.
Wow. And some else the young people say, period, poo.
Period, poo.
I have truly enjoyed you both. I know we said 30 minutes, but if Mr. George, I'm sorry, we went a little bit over, but it's okay. I truly enjoyed you all. Thank you for your transparency and letting me in y'all circle. So, y'all my family now. Y'all can't get rid of me.
But life.
That's right.
So, yes. So we are continuing on with our campaign. So if you know somebody that want to tell their story about their days at Wilberforce, even if they just went there passing through and graduated from somewhere else. But this has been a wonderful day, a wonderful show. And don't forget our announcements. I hope to see you all Sunday at Wonder Chamber. It's a selfie museum. It's weird names, Wonder Chamber, but it's fun. It's not what it sounds like. So
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
Anytime. If y'all have like things that y'all have going on at your company and you want us to share it out, just let me know. Any time you need me, I am here. I told you, y'all stuck with me for life. Can't get rid of me. So
I'll call you later.
Uh-oh. She said, I'm gonna call you. I hope I didn't, open up stuff for y'all talking, but this has been extremely amazing. And thank you again for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ, look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network. Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless. From your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.